Sal, in Florida, there are going to be new laws banning these companies, well, fining or punishing companies that start deplatforming people. Tell us your latest travails, what has happened, why they are deplatforming you. We hear so much of this stuff. You're running a great network there, Giggle, which all women should try and get on. What are they up to now?
So we're in such an early stage of our growth, and we just started doing ad tests on Facebook and like tiny testing. We were not going wide with these ads at all. And a few days into it, we got the notification that our account had been completely restricted and Giggle's ads have been deemed offensive.
Why? We've got some of them. We'll put some of them up on the screen. Why are these offensive? Just read them out to us.
Well,
tell us what they say.
So we state that Giggle is a platform for females where women can connect and talk on a social media feed free from misogynistic abuse and mansplaining. And I have had a few men on Twitter explain to me in the last few days that saying mansplaining is offensive with no hint of irony, which I have a little bit of sympathy for, considering, women have been overly sexualized in ads for how long now, to sell, something so innocuous as a burger, but we can't say what is a very unprovocative statement. It's just the truth. It's just what happens on Giggle. You can talk with women, and as a byproduct of that, you're not going to get misogynistic abuse or mansplaining.
Rita.
Well, looking at those ads, they seem not only perfectly safe and mainstream, there's no suggestion there that you're going to exclude people or you're going to make a point of excluding male bodies that identify as female. So do you think it's just the fact that they know that you're a company that embraces women-only spaces, even digital spaces, that they're coming after you? Because the content of the ads certainly don't warrant any sort of censorship.
Yeah, well, it's the issue at the moment sort of in the ideological zeitgeist that we're in, and sort of this attempt to make female a problematic word, which is obviously completely and utterly absurd. And so we have so many different users who have sort of diversity and come from all different races, regions, religions. We have trans-identifying females who are on the app. So to say that we are trans exclusionary is in itself quite a misogynistic statement, because it's forgetting about trans-identifying females. So I don't really accept that at all.
James?
Now, I just want... sorry.
Oh, no, Rita, go ahead.
I was just going to ask you something related. We're seeing a lot of discussion now about female-only spaces and male bodies in those spaces. And there was a report out from Victoria this week that Victorian workplaces will have to provide, going forward, gender-neutral bathrooms, toilet facilities. Now, is that something that you, as a feminist, would object to? Does that essentially mean that women's toilets become gender-neutral toilets and anybody can go in there?
Yeah, I have a huge issue with that, obviously. But honestly, I've heard lots of men say they have an issue with that. Men don't want to use urinals in front of, 10-year-old girls. It's just, in an effort to make some people more comfortable, they're making a lot of other people uncomfortable. But it's not completely also my expertise. My sort of focus is on the digital space, where we know for a fact that women are getting abused online for saying their opinion every single day, and I don't think it's controversial to provide women with a space away from that. There are apps for so many different specific demographics of people, whether you have an app for gay men or an app for trans people, they exist, and we just happen to be an app for females. I'm not against there being platforms for women that include trans women. It's just there's enough room in the market and on the planet for us all to coexist, and that is the definition of diversity.
James?
They're clearly threatened by you, and I'm wondering how much of this is actually an economic move, a business move. Are they attempting to use the cover of wokeness to smother a potential competitor before it even gets going?
Yes, I mean, you don't block something that you're not scared or intimidated by, do you? And so with Giggle, I mean, we have had so many different obstacles that we've come up against over the last sort of 2 years. I've been, other than you guys, I've been completely blacklisted by the Australian media, while we're having this national conversation about sexual assault and women having a voice, I've been calling out to everyone, going, hi, I'm a woman with a voice, and I get knocked down, I get blocked by certain journalists. So it's very much this attitude of like, women have a voice, oh, not you, you sit down. So I've seen so much hypocrisy with it all, but Giggle itself, we keep thriving, we keep growing in spite of it all, and that's because we are providing something that women do want all around the world.
Well, Sal Grover, James and I will urge all women to get onto Giggle, get onto that platform. Sal, tell us how they can do that, because word of mouth is the most important thing. You perform a brilliant service, and we're happy to have you here on any time. But just quickly tell women how they can get onto Giggle.
Thank you. So we are on the App Store and Google Play. Just type in Giggle and you will find us there, ready to go. And we have, when you download it, you will see we have security in place to ensure that it is what we say it is. It's a female app.
Fantastic, Sal Grover. Thanks so much, and we'll chat again.